President Joe Biden is looking into whether he has the authority to declare a public health emergency concerning abortion. The comments come after the president already signed an executive order to make abortions more accessible. And joining us now is John Schweppe, Policy Director for the Americans Principles Project. John, welcome back. Always so great to be with you. First off, your thoughts on this so-called public health emergency related to abortions that President Biden is looking into?
Yeah, I think what he's trying to do here is placate his extreme radical pro-abortion base that is frankly really frustrated with the situation, because we're about to have a lot of states that for the first time since Roe are banning abortion, with, of course, exceptions for the mother's life. And so this is about to heat up. And I think he's trying to do as much as he can. But the reality is he doesn't have 60 votes in the Senate. He doesn't have the votes to break a filibuster. I'm not sure the Democrats would even want to do that if they could, because Republicans are likely to take the Senate next year. And so they're kind of in a tough situation where, you know, this is what's going to happen with Roe being overturned. The states are going to get to decide their own abortion laws.
Yeah, speaking of the president, John, a new Rasmussen Reports poll has his approval rating at just 37% among likely voters. Your reaction to that, and what do you think is fueling those numbers?
Well, certainly he's struggling with Republicans and independents, not just because of his extreme views on all these social issues, but because of the economy, because of inflation, because it seems like an administration that isn't really very focused. But I'm also hearing, and I saw this in the Rasmussen numbers, that he's starting to struggle a little bit with Democrats. And I think Democrats are frustrated, you know, especially progressives who really saw an opportunity here with the trifecta, with the House, Senate, and presidency to get a lot done. And ultimately, they're not really going to get that. I mean, we are up against the clock here, and it's not looking like they're going to get Build Back Better. I mean, frankly, there's bipartisan priorities like, you know, big tech antitrust that don't even look like they're going to pass. So it's a tough situation, and I think Democrats are pretty depressed, and you know, certainly Republicans and independents want to vote in someone else.
Yeah, we're running out of time, but I really want to get to this question here. A group called Shutdown DC, they're offering money to workers in DC who spot and report the locations of the conservative Supreme Court justices. And just the other day, Justice Brett Kavanaugh, he was actually forced to leave a restaurant where he was dining because pro-abortion protesters, they showed up outside of the establishment. Let's talk a little bit more about this, what it signals, and the potential safety issues here.
Well, this is targeted harassment, pure and simple. This is about violence. You know, that steakhouse, actually, I know that steakhouse quite well in D.C. It's Morton's, and it's a place where actually Republicans and Democrats both congregate, and it's a pretty peaceful place. So this is the kind of scary thing about the left. They're increasingly turning to violence, increasingly turning to harassment, and it's not a good, harbinger for the future of the country.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. John, thank you so much. Always great to get your analysis.
Thanks for having me.